Welcome to the video. This video is the first video in a series in which we're going to be building a WordPress plugin that will auto-generate blogs using AI. So this video, we're actually going to start by building the WordPress site using inside a Docker container. So go ahead, and to get started, we'll go to docker.com and we'll need to download the Docker desktop. So you can choose whatever platform that you'll be working on. I've already downloaded it, so I'm going to go ahead and type in Docker. I'm going to open up um, Spotlight here and go ahead and open up Docker. Okay, there it is. Okay, so now that Docker is open, Docker Desktop, so we're going to let that run in the background. And then we're going to go over to WordPress.org. Now, make sure it is WordPress.org and not .com. Once we get to there, we're going to go over here to Get WordPress. And then we're going to go to download and install it. So we're going to click download. We're going to choose the folder. Thank you for downloading WordPress. You're an important part of our global community. So that's excellent. Next, we're going to go ahead and open up the folder. And then we're going to unzip this file. And then I'm going to just go ahead and open up this file in Cursor. And then if you don't have Cursor already open, go ahead and open up Cursor. And next, what I want to do is I want to have the Cursor build a Docker Compose file. So we'll go ahead and say, let's say this is a fresh install of WordPress. Please create a Docker Compose .yaml file with, we need a MySQL, we'll say WordPress, PHP myadmin. Let's see, I want to use volumes so I can have access to it. And I think that's, well, I want FTP so we can FTP into it. So I think that's good. We'll go ahead and press enter. And of course, this does all help you create the Docker Composer YAML file with the services you requested. All right. So I know that I'm going to have an issue with this off the bat. I've built these on my own so many times, but we're going to accept this because I am working on a Mac. So here's the history of what it gave us. It built the Docker container. We can run it on port 8080. It connected MySQL. And then it set up the MySQL. It's going to set up the MySQL database. This is all going to happen when we run our Docker Compose up. And so it's going to have persistent storage because I asked for the volumes there. Of course, it's set up PHP, which will be 8081. And we can FTP into it, a secure FTP, using port 2222. So, and of course, it's showing our volumes. And this will be our code to run right here. So I'm going to go ahead and just copy that. And we'll go ahead and accept all. So it saved it. So I'm going to go into terminal. If you don't have your terminal opened up, just press Control and the tilde sign, which is the button on the left of your number 1 key. And we'll go ahead and just paste our command in there. Now this D right here it stands for detach. So I actually kind of like, when I'm testing, sometimes I would like to see the server logs. So if we remove that, we'll be able to see the server logs as they're generated and kind of see the server running in real time. You wouldn't do that on a live server, but for testing, it's okay. If you want to just go ahead and keep the D in there, that's fine too. I'm going to go ahead and press enter. And of course, we're gonna go ahead and run into errors here because I see because I'm running on a Mac M1, so it's an ARM-based chip. It's going to cause this right here. So we need to add this to it. So I'm just going to, for the purpose of this tutorial, what you would do is you would copy this if you didn't know what that was. I mean, I know what to do, but for the purpose of this tutorial, we're going to have AI guide us through this. So I'm going to say I'm having, oops, and actually, before I do that, let's see. I forgot that in Cursor, you can highlight this and then just have this added to Composer. So I would do that and say, please help me with this issue. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and delete that for now and see what it comes up with. So yeah, it knows that I'm using ARM base. So here we go. So it's added a few different things. So we've got let's see, image. Okay, so it's changed the version of MySQL and PHP So it's changing some things here. It's adding this ARM based image here. It's so we're getting ARM in here, so it'll work on my M1. So I'm just going to go ahead and accept all. If you don't get that issue, then don't worry about it. Obviously, if you do exactly what I did and paste it in there. So now let's just go ahead and try to launch that command again. And we got another error. So, and of course it's not found, the manifest. Okay, so let's let it fix this. Please fix this issue. I'm going to go ahead and delete that. All right, so I had to set up the SFTP. So we'll go ahead and say yes, save that. And it's saying run Docker compose down, which we really don't need to because it didn't finish launching, but I'll just go ahead and do it anyway. It's saying do that. It's saying prune the volume. So go ahead and do that. And then, are you sure you want to do this? Yes. And then we're going to do our Docker compose up. And I'm just going to do that. Paste that, and we'll go with it. While it's doing that, let's go find. So it's saying for the WordPress website, use the 8080. So I'm going to highlight that, just copy that. And then for the FTP, we can use something like FileZilla to connect to it and copy files back and forth. Or we can SSH into it using Docker commands, but that's out of scope for this video. But for now, we can keep things simple. But we can also use our PHP MyAdmin at 8081, and we will take a look at that. So you can see the server's running everything here. It looks like it's finished. Let's go over to our browser, and I'll just open up a new tab and paste our. Yep, there we go. So we have Docker, our WordPress running in a Docker container on our local machine. So now I'll click continue. Site title, we'll just call it Coding AI. Username, admin, test.123. Yeah, we'll confirm that. Admin at email.com. And since this is a test site, I'm just going to do that. So we'll go ahead and install WordPress. All right, so not now. Everything's set up. We'll just log in as an admin, test.123. All right, so now we have WordPress set up and running. We can go to the front and look at what we have going on here. And so this looks good. Let's go ahead and take a look at our PHP MyAdmin. So we'll go to, oops, paste that again, go back one, there we go. All right, so we're in PHP MyAdmin. So let's go back to our Docker container here. And I'm just going to bring this down a little bit so I can see the password. There it is. Okay, so PHP, my admin environment, some password. So root password, some password. So it might be, let's see, WordPress, and then some password. Now, whoops, what is it? Let's see. Let me look at that again. Is it root or admin? Maybe it's, let's try this. Nope, it's not DB, is it? Okay, it's root. I guess, yes, by default, it's going to be root. You wouldn't want to use these. Obviously, you're going to go in and change and set up your own passwords. But for, yeah, MySQL root password. So you're so it defaults to root as the admin login for your MySQL. So we see in PHP MyAdmin is where it gives us access to our database. So if we look right here, we see our WordPress database that it all auto created here. So, and you can go through and look at all the different things, the different tables here, and see what's inside them. So if we go down to users, we see that we have our admin user that we created at the beginning. And if we go to posts right here, so right now we have these fake posts. And so, of course, in the next video, we're going to learn how to generate these posts using API or AI, and we're going to create a plugin to do that. So hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you.